Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Back to the air one more time. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cal! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. A first down for the offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, what a move! And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. Showing off the arms. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. Touchdown, Hurricane! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And step number one when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, David, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking to pass on second down. He's got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys. And that's exactly what that QB did on that angle.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The give on the inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on?
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you...
Ball in the air, intercepted! They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time the defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. He lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. Touchdown, Golden Bears! What a grab and go for the score.
How about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And the point after is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Floats it out in space. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. To the air, it's Rivers. Got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Second down coming up.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Easy. Tuna. Acorn.
On second down, looking to throw. It's complete. And tackled there by the defense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Ready?
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4 down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Golden Bears get it past the sticks.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 21, Cal 14.
Got it.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play.
Easy. Longer.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets rid of it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
After the misfire, now on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw here on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that
On
one.
the screen.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Okay, ready?
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long.
Tuna. Longer. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth.
Yep. Lion.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready?
The
set,
Golden Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal.
set.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
Brings up second single.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And what a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Shows him the stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. He makes the connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 31 to Ohio State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab over the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And the throw out to the sideline with just a few yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Gets it out quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10.
Easy.
Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Makes the grab on the left. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is utility. You know, they can block and stay in the... If the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He'll set up to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll take it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking for the score. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble to try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by 1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.